we are going to be looking at the articulation tool. The articulation tool. Now, just like just about all the other tools that we have looked at, we can put in our articulation using articulation tool by just clicking on a measure or on a note. Right, you have to select the note because you have the articulation to the note. You are able to bring up the articulation selection dialog. I'm going to really make it a little bigger so that we can see the different objects that we have. You can create your own, whether by using the art or importing a graphic or selecting from the font options that we have. So there's a trill that has flat, which shows that you're trilling lower. You know, there's a regular trill, there's the accent, staccato, all of these things. You can just keep scrolling down, more dense. This is where you find them, all of these different symbols and signs. And so let's have a look through at them. I usually use these numberings for finger numberings when I want to put finger numberings in a piece. Harmonics, bowing. Alright, so all of these different symbols that would be attached to a note are found in the articulation selection area. Okay. Oh, let's just select the number 1, is item number 1, and the speed key for it is S, that is staccato. Just select that. Alright, so I'm going to put in some more staccatos, but I'm going to be using my S. So I select that on my typing keyboard and just click, and the staccato comes in. Alright, so yeah. Alright, I'm putting staccato here and here. And that. Good. Right, so that's one of the articulations that we can add. Right. Going to be putting in an accent. So accent is A. Alright, so that's it. You enter whatever that you need to. By default, once you double click with a rest or a note, it puts in 1, right? And you can go to the definition using the context menu, which is to right click, and a pop-up comes, and this uses with setting the font, where to find whatever font, default, music font, Maestro, or you know, the different kinds of setting, how to place the note, what percentage, you know. This again is for the technical persons who are very meticulous. You can do the same positionings and stuff like that by manually getting it done. Alright, always place outside the staff. Let's look at that one, what it will do. It will not, no matter where the notes are, it will not be within the 5 lines. So sometimes these settings indeed are useful. Alright, so that's right clicking, articulation definition. Alright, so I'm going to just right click and delete this because I mean, yes, play a staccato rest. Wow, good. I was trying to be funny, am I? Great, we can also mouse press and drag across a number of notes. Now you realize that we have a selection range. Now it is that we get to put in the articulation. You can select the articulation, or if you know the number for the articulation, you could just enter the number there. You could select the articulation from here. Right? You can see, you could select the number there. So that's a half staccato. Alright, so if it is that you have a passage and you have all the semiquavers you want them to be staccato, or you know, you could select the entire range and allow it just to look for the notes that have a certain duration value and to put that articulation on those notes. So in doing things, instead of individually, you could do it in a range, and you could select basically with this from that through that, right? So this is the lowest value, and this will be the higher value. So it is from the lowest through to the higher, right? So we can use these settings. We get our staccatos there, and if we also want to do any articulation definition to it, right? And here you have the numbers, and I'm going through all of the different articulations right here. You're seeing them appear just there. You can put the different effects and the different settings per articulation, alright? So we're placing this one outside of the staff, right? And if it is that you want to change the playback effect of that is to change the duration, right, of the note. The note gets the staccato, so the note gets shorter, right? Now the duration of the note is calculated based on the value as percentage, right? So that's how the settings for that is. Those are just few of the articulation. Please explore the different types of articulations that you may need, and we'll be moving on to doing something practical as soon as we are done with all or most of our articulation that we'll find use, working with, and you will come to realize that getting a job done will require combinations of various tools working in tandem with each other, right? So I'm going to just quickly organize this so that we have a nice layout, and I'm going to go to the layout tool just to pull things down a bit, space things out. And good. So that's it. This is how it actually looks there